Hai guys, welcome back to my channel Terima Kasih Gaming. Kali ini guys, gue akan lanjutin lagi game Horizon Zero Dawn. Yuk, langsung aja kita gaskan nih guys ya. Yuk, yuk. Kita pergi ke proses. Pergi ke Central Project. Wow.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. A better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. Isn't it just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom? I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. Life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together with your loved ones in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my old man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... get your hands off me!
Gas.
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Waduh.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years.
Only a little blood.
Well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror. No right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. If the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counsellor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. This pathetic attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid state lighting on my skin. And a claustrophobe anyway.
Easy. Terpaksa ya guys ya, kita pakai ini. Terpaksa.
I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid state lighting on my skin. A claustrophobe anyway.
Yuk.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Nah, kalau misalkan mereka bisa nyerang kita pakai kayak gitu, kita bisa. Firestroke kan buat apa? Christina HSUVHIY.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Suve? Christina Suve?
Yes. Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in the auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish.
Now, those lame FBI blackheads at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor. Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course?
Here we go.
Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Sus. Atas,
There's a part
atas,
missing.
kiri.
Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Ini guys ya kodenya. Atas, kiri, bawah, kanan, atas. Oke. Atas. Dari mana nih guys? Finger. Kiri, bawah, kanan, kanan sama atas. Kanan sama atas. Ya. Kok nggak bisa? Kita kebalik ya? Kebalik guys kayaknya. Atas, kiri, bawah, kanan, atas. Atas, kiri, bawah. Atas, kiri, atas, kiri, bawah, kanan. Ya benar dong. Bawah, kanan, atas. Bener dong. Aku nggak bisa guys. Kode Nexus apa yang kayak gini? Parah. Mana kode Nexus? Gue udah ikutin ini loh guys, atas, kiri, bawah, kanan, atas, gak bisa cuy, kan kampret. Oh beda cuy, oh beda, kiri, beda ternyata. Coba ya, kiri, atas, kiri, atas, kiri, terus bawah, kanan, bawah, kanan. Bisa nggak?
Done. I should
Yes.
check the door nearby.
Bisa cuy. Terus. Oh berarti bisa ya? Bisa guys. Ini bisa. Kebuka. Yeay, bisa cuy. Ini tangga kan? Oh bukan cuy. Bukan tangga. Duh. Nih, tangga. Lihat mana nih? Guys? Apa ini? Pick up.
Found one. Looks intact.
Waduh. Terus? Nah, terus kita disuruh ngapain? Guys? Terus kemana? Nah, ini buat apa? Kode buat apa itu? Coy, ini puzzle-nya kadang membingungkan. Terus mana ini guys? Oh, gue bingung coy. Harus mana ini? File strike. Oh, bukan. C. Di sini ada jalan nggak ada sih. Buntu ya. Gue harus ngapain di sini guys? Gue harus gimana? Ini teka-tekinya gimana sih maksudnya? Oh, tunggu. Oh, inilah. Oh iya. Oke.
That should do the trick.
Yeay.
Now let's get that door open.
Terus kita ikut ini. Atas, yaitu atas. Terus kiri. Walah, ya. Oke, kiri. Bawah, kanan, atas. Bawah. Benar ya. Terus kanan. Nasib. Wes. Ini benar kan? Gak masuk salah guys. Oh kebalik paling ya? Oh iya kebalik. Balik mungkin. Atas, bawah. Atas apa? Kiri ya? Kiri. Bawah, kanan, atas. Bawah. Sip. Yuk. Gimana sih? Kampret. Kodenya kok kampretnya nih sih. Tumben nih. Salah kah? Terus yang bener ya apa terus ini? Baru tuh kampret saja. Atas, kiri, bawah, kanan, atas. Bawah, kanan, atas. Ini bener kok. Bener loh, kok nggak bisa ya? Waduh guys, bingung dah gue. Kok nggak bisa ya? Kok aneh? Nggak bisa cuy. Bentar guys ya, gue cek dulu ya. Gue cari sumbernya dulu bentar. Oke guys ya, gue coba ya. Ini gue cari ini referensi ya. Bawah, kiri, atas, kanan, bawah. Semoga bener tuh. Semoga bisa ya.
That did it.
Kan?
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Itu tahu dari mana cuy? Gue gak ngerti jujur kode itu. Padahal gue gunain kode itu ya. Udah bener. Itu kok ya kampret. Salah. Oke, gue coba cari referensi ya. Oke, nonton muka kita. Oh. Ada yang jaga tuh.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Batang. Andai ada orang tuh.
But the shadow should guide us.
Yang bawa senjata ini guys. Sip. Mamam.
will not. The sun. Night.
Sama-sama headshot, sama-sama kena serangan cuy. Mau membalas ya, terlanjur gitu loh ya. Mau gimana lagi? Tuh, kita kesini.
Come on,
Battle is
then.
upon us.
Berat, oh no. Nasib, gue nggak tahu itu headshot atau enggak. Cuman kita cari aman ya. Sini.
This will help.
Don't let it end like this. Fight.
Headshot gak tuh? Headshot. Ush.
Get closer.
Mas ya, tamat ya. Mau beradu panah-panahan, mau ele lo udah ribuan kali berpanah-panahan guys. Oh dia, wah sekali
That's the last of them.
sekali serang loh.
Base
Headshot.
mount structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
Mari, sini. Headshot. Gue tak serang secara serius. Wajar juga kalian ya. Headshot. 10 headshot. Headshot. Enggak miss po. Headshot. Headshot. Itu headshot temen kamu. Headshot. Ayo.
Now this thing is dangerous.
Hehehe.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Oke. Kita itu udah sangat profesional nih sekarang. Mana guys? Ini ke arah mana? Apa itu? Lumayan tuh. Dapat ya notebook lagi ya cuy. Terus. Lanjut ya guys. Lanjut.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Tadi ada itu. Bentar. Yakin kita selalu pakai.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple.
Apa ini guys?
So like,
Forget about traveling
only
life.
about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower
guys.
Gaia.
Push. Oh naik. Kita naik tangga. Oke. Naik lagi. Terus kita cek sekeliling, gak ada apa-apa. Yuk lanjut. Let's go. Kenapa tiba-tiba banyak? Oh, iya. Oh ini yang kita habis.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
Kita habis dapat.
More clips.
Careful now.
Yuk. Let's go guys. Cepat. Tunggu. Ruangannya Elizabeth Sobek emang gak bisa dimasukin tadi guys? Iya. Gue jadi penasaran. Mana? Lihat dong. Kita gak bisa masuk. Ini gak bisa cuy, kaca cuy. Ayo udahlah. Come on. Let's go. Kita akan menemukan Diserang Sobek office. Oh iya, berarti untuk kerjaannya guys. Kita akan memasuki.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Elbaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome. And let us
cuy,
begin.
di depan kita kayak disambut ngono guys. Iya. Shut. Go.
Who,
Got
me?
company.
Mana?
I lost her.
Gitu. Oke. Kita mau coba. Panah berapi. Panah berapi. Wow, sakit cuy. Sini mamen. Anak weh.
Looks like I'm clear.
Belum selesai.
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Boys.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth, and my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, a spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades take...
Press.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Kita menuju kemana sih? Nggak mari-mari rek gua nih. Sari ya. Halo Project.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem.
Yuk, langsung. Tes.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
On Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Let's go guys. Nah sini. Yuk. Langsung. Harusnya aman ya, nggak ada yang ketinggalan sih. Scan.
Would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Looks like it used to hold something.
And your assessment?
Some component that got removed.
Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... God, there's nothing left up there. You can't easily survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Yuk, let's go. Terakhir guys, oke.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not going to put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Ya wes selesai. Berarti kayaknya waktunya kita langsung masuk ke sini. Bener nggak ya? Oke. Notebook lagi. Oke. Cool.
This'll be useful later. The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Apa itu di belakang?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Eclipse di belakang, guys. Oh. Boom. Jangan. Oke guys ya. Kalau gue cek dulu rekaman gue ya. Oke, lanjut guys.
Still alive. Good.
Ngeri cuy.
I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Mateng Ron. Kelengker guys kita guys. Gawat. Nyawa pikirnya gimana nasibnya Eloy guys? Kita di mana nih?
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jangan was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny.
Kita di mana nih guys?
Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain, meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you here, so that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be, predestined and preordained.
Spare me the religious justifications. You can dress up your cruelty in holy clothes and words if you want, but under it all, you're just a murderer.
An odd slight coming from you. You've become quite a murderer yourself, child.
A killer of killers, not a murderer. But I wouldn't expect you to know the difference. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
The Nora have no part to play in this. Leave them alone.
Soon, they'll have no part to play in anything. That much is sure. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Ini koran nih guys. Apa ini koran? Kita dari mana tuh ini guys? Oh, gitu ya. Wah, kurang asem sih. Kampret sih.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Gawat cuy. Mantap.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the radiance in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die.
Oke guys, gue akhirin dulu ya guys ya. Oke guys, kalau gitu gue akhirin dulu video gue kali ini. Jangan lupa untuk subscribe, like, dan komen. See you guys, bye bye.